Welcome to the All Sports Podcast. My name is Jonah with my colleague Gentry, and we would like to welcome you. We want to bring you the best and most entertaining podcast about sports there is around. We hope that you respect our opinions as we look to respect yours. This podcast is for entertainment and analytical purposes only and made to have fun. Leave us your thoughts of our topics and comments in the comment section below. We hope you enjoy the podcast, like the videos, and subscribe to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All Sports Podcast. And in today's podcast, we are going to be talking about the NBA awards for 2020 and our predictions for them. And let's cut right to the chase. And we're going to start off with Coach of the Year. And both of us have picked Rick Carlisle. For me, Rick Carlisle has the young Mavericks. I think Luka Doncic will step up for him. And they're going to lead them to one of the top seeds in the West, and that's going to get him the Coach of the Year award. Why do you have Rick Carlisle?
It goes into basically goes into another one of my award picks in the video. I'm just kind of giving a hint there. I'm not going to say it. I'm pretty sure people can already draw the conclusion to why that is based on that award. And just all the young talent he has, and given how good that team is, I feel like that's going to be an easy spot for him to win it this year.
It's going to be very easy for him to coach. Mark Cuban has done a good job assembling this team, and I think Rick Carlisle will do a good job managing this team. Moving on to Sixth Man of the Year, I actually changed my pick very last minute. I have changed it to Danilo Gallinari. Based off of how Lloyd Pierce has moved around the lineup, seems like that he's going to have Danilo coming off the bench and leaving in John Collins as the starter, which I think is the best move. And because of Danilo's former statistics, he is just an absolute scorer. He is tall, he can rebound, and for Sixth Man of the Year, his stats will just be so well put out that it's going to be very hard for him not to win it. And that's just how I see it, and that's why I chose him for Sixth Man of the Year. And you have chosen Montrezl Harrell. What is the reason?
I chose Montrezl Harrell. He won it. I think he won it last year over Lou Will. I think he'll win it this year because he, believe it or not, he will actually play a bigger role. Because everybody knows, this is not me being biased because I'm a LeBron fan. But LeBron, you know how much he passes the ball around. The Lakers lose JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. They get Marc Gasol, yes, I know, but he's old and slow and kind of nimble, with all due respect. And Montrezl Harrell is very, very quick, and it looks like an offensive beast. His one downfall is defense, but has nothing to do with Sixth Man of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year is mainly, it has a flaw to where the awards are not even based on impact, it seems like, anymore. It's just based off scoring, which Montrezl Harrell can definitely handle that load for the Lakers because he will be playing roughly probably 20 to 25 minutes a night, especially being that Marc Gasol is so old now. And AD will play more of the 5, just slide Montrezl in at the 4. But that's basically why I have that prediction. But I could definitely see Gallinari taking the award as well.
Our pick very easily could win Sixth Man of the Year. Moving on to Most Improved Player. I chose Zion Williamson because he did not play many games, therefore his stats were very weakened. I think that he will thrive with Lonzo throwing him lobs. They will run it through him and Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram will share the rock with Zion, which will lead to both of them being very tough to stop. And you have chosen Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What is your reason?
I chose Shai Gilgeous because I feel like, based on the history of this award, you don't have to make the playoffs, of course, because it's just based regular season award, most improved player. And now that Chris Paul won't be on the team I mean, you have Dort, but he's more of a defensive guy, and mainly has a rough offensive game, to put it lightly. He's not that great of a scorer. So I could see that Shai Gilgeous almost averaging, like, man, I don't want to put too much pressure on him or put, like, this kind of want to speak this into existence because I'm a fan of his, but I could see him averaging like 25 points a game and like 25 points and 10 assists easily. It's not like there's a whole lot of talent on that OKC team. So I could see him blossoming.
I absolutely can agree with Shai Gilgeous as being the most improved player. I would have liked to have picked him, but I chose Zion instead. But Shai Gilgeous, I think, is the top candidate in the preseason for most improved player. Moving on to Rookie of the Year, it is unanimous for both of us that LaMelo Ball will outdo Anthony Edwards and James Wiseman for Rookie of the Year. For me, it's the fact that LaMelo has a higher, better opportunity to thrive as he is kind of the star of the Charlotte Hornets now. And the ball will be in his hands. He's a flashy playmaker. You know he can shoot, he can drive, he can do anything. And just the lack of I don't want to say lack of talent because I do think the Hornets are a good team. I like Edwards, Cat, and D'Angelo Russell. So it's going to be hard for him to thrive and shine. Where James Wiseman is going to have Curry, Draymond, and Wiggins and Kelly Oubre, if Wiggins is still on the Warriors. I'm very positive he is, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Just based off that logic, LaMelo Ball will have the ball in his hands nearly at all times, just like Ja Morant did. And that's just why I think he'll win Rookie of the Year. And I'll let you speak why you think so.
Yeah, I think he's going to win Rookie of the Year because, I'm not going to lie, I feel like this is a narrative-based award as well as like the MVP. I feel like they're kind of one off the same thing. So for some reason, it's very controversial to people, even though it really don't matter that much in the grand scheme of things because it's only the first year. But I couldn't see Wiseman winning it unless he scores like a crazy amount. Like if he scores like 20 points a game, maybe then. But even then, as much as I downplayed the Warriors' talent, it's not a bad team. And then you had the best point guard in the league, hands down. I feel like that would actually hurt Wiseman. And then with Anthony Edwards, he's not going to get that many of the touches, considering that you got Karl Anthony Towns, the best offensive center in the league, second best center in the league to me. And then you have D'Angelo Russell, which he's probably going to have the ball a lot, which is well-deserved, great scorer, above average passer. So I don't see how Anthony Edwards could win the award, being that he's going to be overshadowed by the duo of Russell and Karl Anthony Towns.
Moving on to Defensive Player of the Year. Once again, unanimous. Definitely back-to-back, Anthony Davis. He signs the extension. He gets the money. Now he's ready to go back-to-back with LeBron James. And that's going to happen with him blocking, with him stealing, with him getting rebounds. He's obviously going to score, but you don't have to score to win Defensive Player of the Year. Anthony Davis is by far the biggest big man. He's not a center technically, so that makes him a big man. And I think it's very obvious. Giannis can give him a run for his money just for the fact that he can grab the rebounds, get the blocks and steals as well because of his wingspan. But Anthony Davis will more than likely go back-to-back is how I see it.
Yeah, he should have went back-to-back, but he got snubbed because they give it to Giannis after AD had his best season of his career. He beat Giannis in steals, blocks, and everything. I'm trying to think of them other stats, like them advanced metrics. But he was beating Giannis in literally everything, and he also played less minutes. And he also played less games as well, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, I feel like I think they owe him the award at this point. Especially, I don't think he ever won one in New Orleans because he was never in the playoffs except for like 1 or 2 years. But I feel like that's his award to lose. But a big thing with him is staying healthy. But I feel like now that he doesn't have to carry a majority of the load by himself, his injuries will kind of subside a little bit. Either way, let's hope. Even if you dislike the Lakers, I mean, you want to see them fully healthy. That way, if they do lose, you can get the satisfaction in saying your team beat a healthy team, not an injured team. But yeah, that's the pick for Defensive Player of the Year, I think.
There. And finally, we have the MVPs. I am going back to back with Giannis Antetokounmpo. I haven't seen one man be able to stop him completely. Giannis is unstoppable. He averages a double-double. He gets many assists more than he needs to. And obviously, as last year's Defensive Player of the Year, I appreciate the correction. He's just only progressing. He's been in the league for quite a while now, actually, but he's just too good. Momentum's not gonna stop him. And I think that he goes back to back to back.
Yeah, I was gonna pick this as well, but then I was like, wait a minute, it's voter fatigue. I think the Giannis pick's actually the smartest pick you can make, but the only reason I didn't is because of voter fatigue. Because I think the only people to win it like that is Larry Bird and Bill Russell. Those are like the only two. And then, so I picked Luka Doncic. I can already see the writing on the wall. I think it's gonna. I mean, this is way, way into the future, but I literally could see Luka winning it back to back, or Luka winning it this year, and then Zion winning it next year. Because they're already trying to crown Luka and Zion as the next two, which is well deserved. But at the same time, I feel like people are already jumping the gun with both of them. Like, people are already putting Luka in the top 10, which is kind of crazy. I mean, he is an extravagant player, but I mean, he's definitely got a lot more to improve on. But that's who I pick as the MVP, considering that they're probably going to finish with a top 4 seed in the West. If you finish with at least a top 5 seed and you have the narrative going your way, you're pretty much a lock to finish with the MVP. That is my pick for MVP. I pondered on it a lot, but I feel like that's the second best option behind Giannis. But again, the thing that kept me from picking Giannis is voter fatigue, which the analysts and the voters have shown to show over and over again in the past.
Here is our list of our rewards for the final of the 2020-2021 NBA season. Let us know what you think down in the comment section below. Tell us where we're wrong. Tell us who you think it is and explain why you think that they should win it. Any last thoughts before the NBA season starts?
Yeah, that's just I don't know, the Defensive Player of the Year could go to Rudy Gobert, but another thing about the NBA season that kind of ties into this video, or the main topic of the video, shockingly enough, based on how my friends know me to think, I would have picked KD to win MVP, but again, he's coming off an Achilles injury. But if he does come back like Dominique Wilkins came back, I could see him winning MVP, honestly. Just give him the MVP award for having to put up with Kyrie.
A fun team and do it to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the All Sports Podcast. I hope that you enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys next time.